About 8 months after an avid runner, Victor Burch, was killed in a head-on collision, a grand jury indicted the driver in that crash.
Well, Fox 10 News' Dacian Smith has the latest on this story, but Dacian, another grand jury refused to indict earlier this year.
That's right, but District Attorney Keith Blackwood says thanks to some new evidence and testimony, they were finally able to get an indictment and charge Aubrey Pate with manslaughter. Last September, 61-year-old Victor Burch was killed in a head-on collision on Rangeline Road. Burch was part of the Bluebell Bombers running group. His friend Barry Roberts says there's been a void in the community since his death.
At any running event, out at Bluebell, wherever, you saw Victor. And now when we go to these events, there's no Victor, so it's just a little bit darker than it used to be.
Back in January, a grand jury did not issue an indictment for the other driver after the district attorney's office presented evidence, including a toxicology report. District Attorney Keith Blackwood says after looking into the case some more, he was able to present it to a new grand jury and get an indictment.
I looked into the case. I found some additional evidence that I talked over with an expert in the field of pain medication and marijuana. Through that, I got some new expert testimony.
23-year-old Aubrey Pate was booked into Metro Jail Tuesday night and charged with manslaughter. According to the indictment, Pate was speeding on the wrong side of the road and under the influence of marijuana at the time of the crash. Robert says hearing about the indictment brought a sense of relief to Burch's friends.
There's nobody in the whole running group or any of Victor's friends that is vindictive or want vengeance or anything like that. It's just justice. You know, when you make bad choices, you have to deal with the consequences.
Burch's legacy will also be remembered on Commerce Drive, where he started the Bluebell Bombers after the Mobile City Council agreed to name the street after him.
Maybe it will help in forever preserving the memory of such a great citizen of the community.
You will never be forgotten, but this step will make it so that future generations and future runners that come along will be able to remember Victor.
Pate did bond out of Metro Jail a few hours after being booked. Meanwhile, Councilman Reynolds says he hopes to have a ceremony to rename the street within the next few weeks. Live in Mobile, Dacian Smith, Fox 10 News.